What's good? What's good? We are back. I am Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast. Your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. Today I'm going to react to Joyner Lucas backwards freestyle on Funk Flex. Just so y'all know, I've followed Joyner Lucas for a long time before he even made it big and whatnot. So I know my Joyner Lucas. I'm a good Joyner Lucas historian. But before we do that, we're going to give you a word from one of our sponsors.
Me and my team, whenever we link up, they gonna be drink up. We sit down, relax and have few glasses when there's things to think about. Like I'm nice with the boss when I tend to the bars and I'm not talking drink ups. So tell the bartender that tend to the bar to please pass me a big cup up. And tell that waitress is waiting on us to put a little ice in it. Now watch the ice become weightless like the spaceships that I be sitting in. Now wait and listen, they're waiting for that tropical twist that'll tickle your taste buds. Now taste some. Now I insist it's the drizzle.
That's right. I insist. It's the Dizzle. Check out DizzleBrand.com. Dizzle Premium Luxury Liqueur. Mixture of agave tequila, French cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. Also, they got the merch. You see the hats. See the fresh t-shirts. Go to DizzleBrand.com. Click on the store for the merch and go to our locations to order your very own bottle or bottles of Dizzle Premium Luxury Liqueur. Must be 21 and over. Shipping and handling is included. All right, so let's get into it. Going to react to Joyner Lucas backwards freestyle part 2.
Flex, Joyner Lucas. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, my G? How you feeling?
So far, so good. I saw something 7 years ago.
What you seen 7 years ago?
7 years ago, I saw something.
what you seen, cuz?
I saw you rhyming backwards.
Oh, man. You seen that?
I seen it. Might I say, cranking hard.
I appreciate it, G.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Funk Flex ain't lying. That backwards freestyle, there's only one other song I compared it to, like of complex nature, and that was Nas Rewind. But let's go.
I'm into challenges.
Oh, here we go, Flex.
I'm going to challenge you to do that again.
Come on, Flex.
I'm going to challenge you to do that again.
So you want me to do backwards part 2?
Backwards part 2. That sounds like where we're going with this. Absolutely.
You want me to do backwards?
Absolutely.
Right
backwards
here,
part,
right here in the Hot 97.
Yeah. Like not repeat the first one. Something
you want me
new.
to do another part 2?
Part 2 new.
What beat though? What we gonna do? What beat?
Juanito, what you got, bro?
Ooh.
Sure.
Yeah.
A Nas beat.
Yeah.
I can rap backwards, reverse, and I'm back to frontwards. I'm a rapping hustler, snatching lunches, I'm packing punches, selling crack to cousins, heroin needles, and acupuncture. Till your back is rushing, open it up, and pack the mustard. Got a legal ways to kill you, but have you suffer. They tie you to the boat by your legs, and then drag you under. I'll blow your brains out of your face to a plastic cover till it cracks and crushes, and it explodes like a pack of gushes. Tell your favorite rappers I'm home and I'm back with supper. The day you beat me is the day Chili get back with Usher. You spent your whole life trying to ball, but ain't had no jumper. I could pass and dunk it. I'm Dr. J when I'm at the Rucker. Yo, this is for them days I was down and they had no uppers. Then I started selling dope just to live like the average hustler. If you think my net worth's $1 million, you ain't adding numbers, or you lackluster. Life is a bitch and I grab the rubber.
Because backwards part 2 is what we doing.
That's what we doing.
So I'm telling you now, you're going to do it backwards.
I'm gonna do it backwards.
Now.
Right now.
Okay. We'll see. Challenge.
Look, I've been grabbing rubbers, bitches of life, but I'm lacking luster. If you add the numbers, your net worths of an average hustler. Dope selling packing. Back in the days when I had no uppers, I was down and under. I'm J. Doctor right at the Rucker, never had no jumper. Trying to ball like a back to supper, eating bags of mustard. Back when Chili got back with Usher, home rapper's favorite. Bag of gushes, and you exploded till you crack and crush it. Brains go through a plastic cover, niggas drag you under. Grab the building and have you suffer a million ways to kill you. Fold you up to your pack and rush your back busting. Needles, heroin, acupuncture while I'm packing punches. Rapping reverse and I'm back to frontwards.
Hard. Guess what? Do it again. I challenge you, bro.
Okay, over this shit?
Right here.
Say left. Let's go. Yo.
Look, Let me shake the pavement underground, the land you staying. Wait until the razor break, while I wait to break it. And creep to your neighbor's place without a neighbor waking. And I raise the stakes and aim it while 50 raising Canaan. I raise a razor blade to your face so you make a payment. I ain't complaining, you a dead man walking, it ain't decaying. I take a paper plate full of steak and I make my way in the Hell's Kitchen while waiting for Satan to make an apron. I'm a backwards person in the Maybach with the backwards curtains, with a rapper's girlfriend on the way back from a plastic surgeon. Trapping, working, dropping off bags for these addicts lurking, but they acting nervous till I unwrap it and have their urges. Got a glass of bourbon, I'ma pull up black suburban. Blast this person, this whole family, that's the turn. When my bitch say she back a virgin, I was laughing, smirking, and told me to give me back to Birkin.
Backwards part 2, Funk Flex, we here. Joyner Lucas, you see what it is. I challenge you, finish it.
Alright, I normally don't do this on a podcast, but Joe Rogan's done it. Elon smoked on the podcast. Why can't I? I love this that I'm disappointed all at the same time. I love this because this is what made me a fanatic of Joyner Lucas in the first place. I've been rhyming since I was 14 years old. I've been a fan of hip hop before that. Joyner Lucas was probably the first artist that I was truly a fanatic of. Why do I say that? With all these artists I loved in the 90s and stuff, I never really ran out and bought t-shirts or merchandise from these cats. Would there have been somebody I would have probably like Gangstar, definitely. I was a super fanatic of Gangstar. But it made me realize I was a fan of all these cats in the 90s, but none of them really made me a fanatic. And Joyner Lucas made me a fanatic because this cat would give you a package deal with Concept Records. He would create a concept record and give you a music video to go along with the concept record that would give the whole package deal with the message. Like he had a joint where he was cussing out the baby. It was like happy birthday or something. He's cussing out the baby, right? And he's all just like blaming the baby for being born because his girlfriend got knocked up by another man, so he don't want nothing to do with the kid. He's blaming the baby for his relationship messed up, so he kicks the girlfriend out, and she goes to the baby daddy's. The baby daddy's already over there with this other kid from another woman, and he's just like, nah, you can't stay here, da 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 da. And she goes back to Joyner's, and more of the story is Joyner just becomes the bigger man and lets them back in, and then he goes and grabs the kid and starts hugging him and kind of pretty much just embraces him to be his father, because it wasn't the kid's fault. You know what I'm saying? He's not to blame. And Joyner always had these. He had the Ross Cappuccino joint, like a 7-8 minute video where it was about a kid that got attempted murder on a kid in California, a gang initiation, and he survived it. He was shot with shotguns, and he showed the perspective of the kid doing the shooting and the kid that got shot. You had Will. The Will record was definitely a great concept record. One of the greatest concept records I ever saw was Will. So what am I getting at? Like, Joyner was known for building a fan base off of concept records and a package deal. But I noticed I had to wait 7 years to get Backwards 2. We should have been had Backwards 2 as a song. I've noticed a lot of the music Joyner's made lately, to me, caters more to a fan base that didn't get him on and didn't get him in the place. A lot of artists do this. A lot of artists start making music for the fan base that didn't get him on. Same thing we were talking about this with Jack Harlow earlier. Like, the music that got Jack Harlow to where he's at is not what he's really making now. Like, his album is not, we expect a lot more out of Jack Harlow, being a cat that could rap and that could spit, you know what I'm saying? And Joyner's phenomenal. Joyner's so phenomenal. He's up there with all the best lyricists I could think of. He's up there with the fast rappers. Definitely up there with all the fast rappers. He could he could go with the best of them, the Eminems, the Logics, maybe the Bust, maybe Bust. I don't know if anybody really go with Busta Rhymes, but that video, it's like it's good to see Joyner still doing stuff like that, but I'm still a little disappointed that he's not doing records like he typically does or did to get where he was at. You know what I'm saying? Then you had I'm Not a Racist joint. That was even crazy dope, where he had the white dude rapping the black dude's part and the black dude rapping the white dude's part. And when you watch the video, people that didn't know Joyner Lucas was like, oh, who's this white dude rapping this crazy nonsense? And then they was like, oh, who's this black dude rapping this crazy nonsense? And come to find out, he was neither of them cats. They were just actors that were lip syncing. You know, so Joyner Lucas is phenomenal, man. I expect more out of him. I expect more out of him. Um, I expect Joyner to be up there with the Kendricks and the Coles and cats of that nature. But it's something missing, man. I honestly think he's just making music for other fan bases and not the typical fan base, the fanatic base that put him on. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool to experiment and stuff like that, do different things, but you always got to make music for the fanatic base that got you on. And I've lost a lot of interest in Joyner personally as a fan. I mean, I haven't really been checking for. I used to always want to check for Joyner. Everything that Joyner dropped, as soon as it dropped, I was like, oh, I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out. But the last few records, the Shanti record, I definitely never even wanted to hear from Joyner. And I like record like the little TJ record. I like that. And the Zoom Zoom was kind of cool with Mark Wahlberg in the video and stuff like that. And George Lopez. And I guess it was little concept to the video, but he strayed away from the package deal of the song and the music video all together as one concept. Now he's just making music like an industry cat. And I don't want Joyner to make music as an industry cat, because that's not why I love Joyner as a hip hop artist in the first place. That's not why I became a fanatic. That's not why me and my cousin drove to a Durham to a show and I bought a T-shirt. You know, I was actually wearing a Joyner Lucas T-shirt when I got hit by a car, and they cut up my T-shirt, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed that they cut up my T-shirt because I can't get that T-shirt no more. And now that I think about it, when I get off here, I'm gonna email Joyner Lucas Peoples and see if they got any more of those T-shirts and let them know, like, look, man, I got hit by a car wearing a T-shirt, and the ambulance people, you know, the first responders, they cut off my T-shirt. I don't think they really had to cut off my T-shirt just because my shoulder was dislocated. They could have pulled my T-shirt off from my other shoulder, but they cut it all up. I mean, it was a fresh Joyner Lucas "fuck everybody" T-shirt that I proudly wore in public, you know. So yeah, man. The video, like I said, it's good to see Joyner doing that stuff and let people still know like how dope he really is. But I need to hear more of that in the records. I need him to get back to that old Joyner Lucas, because Joyner Lucas stopped doing any kind of records like that as soon as he signed with a major label. And I understand major labels put you under pressure and whatnot. And his album wasn't terrible at all. His album was pretty good, and whatnot. He had an album where he put his phone number on the album, and I thought it was dope. It was a dope concept. That's the thing. Joyner comes up with just great concepts, and he also owns Tolly, which is like a distribution app and a music collaboration app and whatnot. So, and if I'm not mistaken, he got $200 million from like Sony or something to invest it into that app. So Joyner Lucas is definitely paid, man. You know, but as a fan and of hip hop, I want to hear that old Joyner Lucas at least every now and then. I understand you got a variety of fans now that you're bigger, but don't forget about your fanatics. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. Peace, and I'm out.